the line judge today. He already gave Luke Good the flag. That's already stands if I've ever seen one. I'm leaving that one in. And then we have the lovely Mrs. We'll call you Mrs. Carroll, because I feel like that's a very lovely name. And so, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the matchup between the Slippery Rock Panthers and the Mount Carmel Cougars. Mount Carmel in the green and Slippery Rock in the blue. You know the drill. You know, this is volleyball. We've been around this rodeo before. We've seen what the track looks like. We know how to ride the bull. You hit the ball, it goes over the net, they hit the ball, it might make it back, if not you get a point. That's how you play volleyball. Now that we got the basics out of the way, we have the service from number 4, Aaliyah Morgan. Able to send that one up and over. Laura able to get the first hand on that one. Elisa giving that one back over to Laura. Laura tips that one past the block, down to the ground it goes. First point goes to the Panthers. Trying to gain all the momentum they came and just throw some more steam into the engine. We'll see what happens here. Laura Hone, number 5, with the service, sends that one up and over it goes. Getting to the hands of Leanne, but not able to come up with the ball as it meets the ground beforehand. Laura makes it a 2-0 game with that service ace. Another service making that one up and over. Leanne getting that one over towards that right side. Ashley able to find its way back into the middle. Finalization by Megan. Throws it over. Out of bounds is the call. Panthers early 3-0 lead. Did I start the camera up? I need to check things. We're ready to rock and roll. Laura there with that service hits Leanne, goes into the bottom portion of the netting. Passes go without consent, and that will be the Panthers' point at the fault. 4-0 out of the score. Here's Laura with the service, sends that one up and over, goes off Abby, throwing that one forward. Finalization, Hannah able to finish that one off. Laura sending it back over. Ashley with a diving play, keeps it alive. Hannah there to finish that one off. Hone able to get that one forward. Elisa back over to Clara. Clara with a spanker, goes to the backside. Leanne gets a hand on that one, but trickles off her and down to the ground it falls. 5-0 now the score. Oh, I feel the Mountain Dew kicking in. Might not be best for the voice, but it's good for the energy. Oh, and here with the service, sends that one up and over, goes off Leanne and down to the ground it falls. Might take her a couple seconds to get running, but I'm sure once Leanne gets into the swing of things, she'll be rip-roaring and scoring. Laura Hone there with that service, goes off of Aaliyah, and out of bounds it falls. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. They're off to a little bit of a rocky start. The coach will give them a little pep talk and we'll be right back here ready to rock and roll with this 7-0 game. Alrighty. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll once again. Laura Hone here, number 5 from the Panther side with the service in center field. Leanne gives that one forward. Aaliyah over to Hannah. Hannah smacks that one over top. Juliana there receives that one. Elisa going over towards that left side. Finds Lawton, clears that over the netting. Aaliyah, Hannah over to Ashley. Throws it up, skips that one across the lake. That is Clara. Monica with a diving play, not able to send that one back to the returning service. And the Cougars find themselves on the board. Number 43, Ashley Hoffer here with the service. The underhanded service finds its way into center field. Hone there ready for that one, finds its way forward. Elisa bumps that one past the netting. Leanne goes over to Aaliyah, back over to Leanne. Leanne smacks that one, goes off the block of Elisa. Monica keeps it alive. Hone goes over to Blott, and that will finish the play. Megan forward. Abby gets a hand on that one, but trickles out the net into an awkward position, and there's not much you can do with hardened clay. Panthers now at 8, and the Cougars with 1. Here's Elisa Armour with the service. Sends that one almost trying to catch them off guard there with a short service, but does it at the top border of the netting and falls down. Here's Hannah Hoffer with the service, number 31 in green. Slaps that one over with a stick of butter. Monica receives that one. Clara over to Elisa, finishes that one off. Hannah goes forward. Aaliyah over to Leanne, slaps that one, skips it across the lake and scores. Cougars now at 3. Panthers remain at 8. Hannah there with that serve, sends that one up and over, goes off block. Outside of the candy canes, it goes over, and that will be deemed out of bounds. Panthers at remain at 8. Cougars gain their 4th point of the match. And there with another service, sends that one up and over. Claire returns that one. Aaliyah forward. Megan back over to Leanne. Slaps that one down and boom goes the dynamite. 21 in green, showing her worth out there on the court. Brings her team within 3. There's Anna Hoffer, number 31, with another service for the girls in green. Able to serve that one up with a side of rice. Hone from the back line finds Elisa. Monica sends that one over. Hannah able to get that one forward. Abby there bumping that one into the middle. Leanne there finishing that play off. Hone goes forward. Elisa finding its way into the middle. Claire there sending that one over top the net. And down it goes uncontested. Panthers now at 9. And the Cougars remain at 5. Madison Lott here, number 4 in the royal blue, here to serve this one up. The underhander makes it back to center field. Hannah throws that one forward. Aaliyah goes over to Megan, and that one will finish the play. Claire there with a beamer over the shoulder from the bump. Return from Hannah goes up and over. Lands in between 4 players. Just a lack of communication there. Who was going to snag that one? Maybe out of fear of hitting other players, but nonetheless, Cougars gain their 6th point. Abby's service met by Hone. Elisa getting that one up into the air. Leanne comes over with an instant attack, but Hone there ready to save that one. Elisa over to Juliana, slaps that one to the backfield. Lands out of bounds. Got a 7-9 game. 2 points is the difference, and here's Abby with the service. Able to send that one careening over top the net. Clara goes over Elisa. Monica sends that one past the block. Leanne there to receive that one. Aaliyah back over to Leanne. Slaps that one up over the block. Diving play by Hone keeps it alive. Slap by Megan. Able to keep that alive. Aaliyah finishing that off. Hone to the backfield. Hannah getting a hand on it. Not quite enough though. Panthers at 10. Cougars at 7. I gotta preserve my voice a little bit. Because, man, this heat of the game turns up anymore. I'll sweat through my 3rd shirt of the evening. Clara there sending that one up and over. Hannah goes forward. Leanne finds its way over to Megan. Megan able to send that one up and over. Monica able to find its way over to Lisa. Sends it up against the net. Hone there digs that one out of the grave. Hannah goes forward. Aaliyah finding its way into the middle. Megan able to send that one over the backside of her hand. Claire over to Hone able to finish that one off. Hannah finds its way forward. Aaliyah able to get that one into the middle. Leanne there with the spike goes across the lake. Diving play by Elisa keeps that one alive. Hone finds its way over to Juliana. Hits that one, but goes into the netting. And the Cougars now at 8. Whew. Here's 21, Leanne Leeper with the service. Able to smack that one up and over. Kept alive by Clara. Sends that one over. Ashley there sending that back to the Panther side. Juliana goes up. Elisa able to throw that into the back line. Clara not quite able to find solid footing to make a play happen. And the Cougars bring this game back within 1. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. Cougars at 9. And the Panthers at 10. We'll bring you right back when both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Both teams fired up like a hamster on Red Bull right now. And it's only game 1. Here's Leanne with the service line drive. Shallow left side. Monica returns that one. Ashley throws it back to the Panther side. Clara goes forward. Elisa sending that one up and over. Diving play. It looks like Abby might have gotten that one. Clara going forward. Goes off Elisa. Now Leanne over to Aaliyah. And that goes over. Hone hits it down. Aaliyah throws it up. Hits the netting. Not pass and go. Not collecting $200. And it's a 9-11 game. Panthers gaining their 11th point out of that series of events. That's an emotional roller coaster right there. Service by Monica sends that one over. Leanne goes over Ashley, back over to Leanne. That will be bumped up, and Juliana will receive that one. Elisa going back over to Ashley, tips that one past to the Panther side, diving play. Hone gets a hand on that one, and a little bit of collision with, I believe that to be Monica. Looks like both players are in the green to keep on going. We have a 1-point game, 10-11. Megan Turnbull, line drive. It still hit the net technically. So that one hits the net and not able to make it over the net. And this big out point number 12. Juliana Toth there with that service, able to get that one up and over. Leanne goes forward. Aaliyah tries to get that one over Hone, but Hone shuts that one down like I do with a light switch. Because you get it off on a light switch, most of the time down. I'm hilarious. Here's Juliana Toth with the service, number 1 in the royal blue. Here, able to get that one back to center field. Leanne gets that one forward. Aaliyah goes over to Hannah. Juliana finds the way to Elisa, dumps that one off. Aaliyah goes up. Hannah keeps it alive. Aaliyah getting a hand on that one, not able to get that one over top of the wall. Panthers now at 14, and the Cougars at 10. Juliana here, sending that one up and over. Out of bounds. The matrix dodge from Abby. Can I get a slow-mo of that if it's not already playing? Cougars now at 11, Panthers at 14. Here's Aaliyah. Aaliyah Morgan with the service, not able to get that one up and over. Panthers now at 15, and the Cougars at 11. Top of the batting order here from the Panthers, it's Laura Hone. Sends that one up and over, and down it goes. Panthers able to gain a point at the end of the day. 16-11, now the score. Laura Hone with the service, sending that one up and over, goes off of Megan and into the crowd. It falls. Panthers now at 17. Where did everybody go? Alrighty, looks like we're ready to rock and roll once again. Here's Laura Hone with the service. Sends that one up and over goes. Abby able to send that one up. Elisa sends that one back over to the Cougars side. Elisa getting that one back over to Claire. Slaps that one down. Diving play by Leanne. Abby with the secondary. Ashley finishes that one off. Juliana, Elisa, back over to Clara. Hits the netting, goes off Ashley. And down to the ground it falls. Panthers at 18 and the Cougars at 11. Here's Laura Hone with the service. Sends that one up and over. Leanne there to receive that one. Aaliyah giving that one over to Hannah. Hannah able to bump that one over the shoulder. Hone forward. Elisa finds his way to Clara. Slaps that one across. Diving play. Keeps it alive. Abby. First touch by Aaliyah. And that will be the signal from the coach for a timeout from the Mount Carmel side. We got an 11-19 game. Panthers in the lead. We'll bring you right back after this. Looks like both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Laura Hone here to service this one up. Laura sends that one up and over. Leanne gives that one up to Aaliyah. Hannah able to spike that one into the back line. Lands inbounds. Holy smoke. You couldn't hit a bird with a slingshot more accurate than that. Cougars pick up point number 12. Panthers at 19. Here's Ashley with that service. Sends that one up and over. Diving play by Monica. Not able to return that, and the Panthers remain at 19, and the Cougars gain their 13th point of the match. Here's the service from Ashley. Able to send this one up and over. Getting hand on that one, Hone finds its way forward. Finishing that one off, Juliana. Leanne receives that one, Aaliyah. Up into the air. Slaps that one, getting a hand on that one. Hannah throws it up, but not enough mustard to sell that one for $1. Panthers now at 20. Cougars remain at 13. This is only game one of a best of 5 series. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, Elisa, they're sending that one up and over. Megan forward. Aaliyah finding its way over. Leanne able to slap that one back. And out of bounds it falls, according to the line judge. Panthers now at 21. Elisa there sending this one up and over. Megan getting a hand on that one. Leanne finds Aaliyah. Juliana diving, keeping that one alive. Elisa back over to Monica. Slabs that one down. Aaliyah back to the Panther side. Monica go forward. Elisa dumps that one off. Diving play. Abby on her knees getting that one up to Megan. Back over to Aaliyah. Sends that one soaring. Hone there receives that one. Elisa going over to Clara. Up and over it goes. Aaliyah dives for that one. And they're going to call Clara for stepping over the line underneath the netting. And the Cougars pick up point number 14 from the fault. Hannah there with that service, gets that one up and over. Hone able to get its way over to Elisa, finds its way back over to Clara. Goes up and not able to make that one over. Cougars now at 15. 6 points is the difference. Hannah Hoffer there with that service. Juliana there to receive that one. Hone sends it back over to the green side. Hannah getting a hand on that one. Ashley goes forward. Megan sends that one over the pond. Monica receives that one. Elisa, a little bit too much mustard on that one. Lanes with it a little too far out of bounds. Cougars now at 16. Hannah there with that service, gets that one up and over. Hone able to find its way to the front line. Elisa to Hone, finishing that play. Diving play by Ashley. Leanne and Megan to finish that one off. Hone slaps that one back over and is out of bounds. What a play, digging that one out of the gutter works is the defense from the Cougars. 4 points is the difference. Hoffer with the service, sends that one up and over. Hone forward, Elisa to the left side. Monica comes down with a slapper, but Hannah's there receiving that one. Megan slapping that one over Leanne. Megan stepping over the line underneath the netting will give the Panthers the 22nd point of the match. I might have misread the hand signal. If you know better than me, let me know in the comments. Service from Lott. Pressure might have gotten to her a little bit. Maybe the toss-up was a little awkward. Who's to say? Nonetheless, not able to pass go, not able to collect a point. And here's Abby with the service. Hone sends that one to the front line. Elisa backsets Clara. Slaps that one over, and out of bounds it falls. Cougars bringing this one back slowly but surely. 19 Cougars, 22 for the Panthers. Here's Abby with the service. Able to send that one up and over. Monica able to get a hand on that one. Hone able to send this one forward. Elisa there, sending that one over top the net. Leanne, Aaliyah, back to Leanne. Sends that one over. Hone getting a hand. Juliana almost saving that one back to Monica. But not able to make a third hit are the Panthers. And the Cougars pick up point number 20. Abby there with that service, sends that one up and over. Hone finds Elisa, over to Juliana. Juliana slaps that one over. Hannah receives that one. Aaliyah to Leanne, slaps that one across the pond, and scores! 1 point difference. And the crowd's fired up. They're lighting it up like a Christmas tree right now. Service from Abby, sends this one up and over. Hone able to get a hand on that one. Elisa finds its way over to Juliana. Juliana sends that one over. Leanne with a diving play. Megan keeps that one alive. Leanne there to finish that one off. Hone gets that one forward. Elisa over to Monica to finish off the play from the back row. Hannah finds Aaliyah. Hannah comes over with a smack. Monica receives. Elisa over to Clara. Clara finds his way over towards that right side. Ashley's dive, throws it over. Out of bounds is the call. Panthers at 23 and the Cougars at 21. Clara here with the serve, sends this one up and over. Megan getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah back over to Megan. Megan able to find its way over towards that left side. Clara receives that one over Lisa. Over to Hone. Hone throws that one over. Ashley throws it towards that right side. Not able to find a teammate with that pass. And the Panthers looking at match point. 3 points is the difference. That's as close as you can cut it in the final innings of this first game. Clara here with that service, throws it up, over, out of bounds. What curvature on that service. I feel like there was curve in that. I saw a spiral, a very vicious spiral. It was the wind. We'll blame it on the wind. Hey, there's 24, Cougars 22. And here's Leanne with the service. Leanne there sending that one up and over. Clara able to get that one up into the air. Sent back by Turnbull. Diving play by Juliana. And we got a 1 point game. 23 Cougars, 24 Panthers. What's going to happen? I don't know. Here's Leanne with the service. Leanne here sending that one up and over. Clara returns it. And we're going into extra innings. 24 apiece. Holy smoke. Somebody hold my cheeseburger. The senior substitutes on. Clara takes a seat on the bench. The senior takes that back line playing left field. the service. Slaps that one up with a stick of butter. Diving play by Lott. And we got match point for the Cougars. Holy smoke. Wow. Leanne, number 21 on the green side, here to serve this one up. Sends that one up, over, goes up, Monica. Elisa returns it. Ashley to the blue zone, it goes. Monica to Elisa, back over to Monica. Monica throws it, but not able to pass go. And the Cougars take home game one, 26-24. We'll move into game two. Don't go anywhere. We'll bring you right back when both teams are ready to rock and roll once again. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll. Here's Laura Hone with the service. Hopping over it goes, received by Leanne, finding its way forward. Aaliyah giving that one back over to Leanne from the back line, able to get that one up and over. Cassandra receiving that one. Getting that one up and over, goes off Aaliyah. Hannah goes up and over the netting and lands out of bounds. Panthers gain the first point of the match. And here's Laura Hone with the service. Leanne forward. Aaliyah sends that one to the Panther side. Monica with a play, able to get that one up to Elisa. Go over to Cassandra, able to finish that one off. Aaliyah giving that one to Hannah, back over to Aaliyah. Goes over with that left-handed smackaroo. Monica, Elisa, back over to Clara, sending that one up and over. Ashley receives that one. Leanne to Hannah. That one goes over. Clara, Elisa, back over to Cassandra. Now we'll complete the play. Leah goes over to Hannah, then finds Ashley. Juliana receives that one. Elisa going over to Clara. Clara able to send that one up, but not able to send it over. And it's tied one apiece. Here's Aaliyah with the service. Able to send this one up and over. Diving play by Juliana, not able to return that one. And it's a 2-1 game in favor of the Cougars. Here's Aaliyah with the service. Sends this one up and over it goes. Monica getting in on that one. Elisa over to Clara. And now we'll find this win to right field. Leanne receiving that one. Aaliyah going over to Hannah. Able to send that one to the backside of the Panthers. Monica getting that one over to Elisa. And Hone over there with the attack. Goes off Leanne. Hits the ceiling. Down to the ground. It falls. Abby almost able to get there in time. But not able to come up with the ball. Panthers tied up 2 apiece. Here's Elisa with the service. The underhander, able to get that one up and over. Leanne returns it to the Panther side. Cassandra tips that one back to the green. Aaliyah throws that one back over. Hone once again. Tic-tac-toe, and then some results in the Cougars gaining their 3rd point of the match as the ball lands out of bounds. Here's Ashley with the service. Number 43 in green sends that one up and over. Cassandra finds its way over to Elisa. Back row attack from Hone. And a bit of an awkward situation, not able to get that one over the wall. Cougars now at 4. Here's Ashley with the service. Juliana just not ready for it, slips through the fingertips, and the Cougars now at 5. Service makes that one up and over. Juliana finds Elisa. Hits that one past the netting. Aaliyah finds its way over to Leanne. Diving play by Monica, not able to come up with it. And we got a 6-2 game on our hands. Here's Ashley with the service. Sends this one up and over. Cassandra getting a hand on that one, sending that one back over. Hannah. Aaliyah. Abby able to send that one up and over off her knees. Elisa getting that one up into the air. Cassandra comes over with a smack. Ashley hitting her and then falls out of bounds. Katrina Eisler, number 22, is going to substitute onto the court, and it looks like Clara, number 13, will take a seat on the bench as she gets voted off the island. Panthers at 3, Cougars at 6. Katrina there with that service, able to make that one up and over. Goes off Ashley into the backfield. And that will land out of bounds. Panthers now at 4, Cougars at 6. There's Katrina Eisler with the service. Throws that one up and over. Megan goes forward. Aaliyah able to finish that one off. Monica goes over. Elisa finds his way to Juliana. Juliana slaps that one into the backfield. Lands out of bounds. Hannah here with the service. Throwing this one up and over the netting. Hone able to receive that one, finds Elisa, gets that one straight up, and Monica will send that one over top the netting. Hannah returns to the Panther side. Cassandra sends that one back over to the Cougars. Leanne goes over, Megan back over to Leanne. Hone throws that one up, Elisa throws that straight up to Cassandra, there to tip that one into the backfield. Aaliyah finding Abby. Back over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah gets that one up and over. Center field finds Katrina. Elisa back sets over to Monica. Monica slaps that one into the backfield and scores! Panthers at 5. I wish we had a camera angle from the viewpoint of Luca. We got a tie Sheward. All right, Hannah's ready to rock and roll. 2-point is the difference, 7-5. Cinder with the service, able to get that one up and over. Hannah able to get that one forward. Hone dumps that one back down. Aaliyah just not quite sure what to do with that play. Panthers will take the point in the midst of the confusion. 1-point difference, 6-7. Cinder, they're sending that one up and over, getting Hannah that one. Hannah finding Hone. Aaliyah getting that one over to Leanne. Diving play by Katrina, throws that back to the green side. Leanne gets that one over. Hone goes over Elisa. Hone not able to send that one past go, but oh so close to doing so. Cougars now at 8. Panthers remain at 6. Here's Abby with the service. Sends that one up and over. Cassandra finding its way to Elisa. Gets that one up into the air. Sent back over by Leanne. Diving play by Elisa. Diving play by Juliana. And that will pass go. Aaliyah. Juliana able to get that one over to Elisa. Getting that back into the middle. Hone sends that one over towards that right side. Leanne getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah. Up into the air it goes. And Katrina throws that up. Smacked down by Leanne. Juliana, they're returning that one. Aaliyah getting that one over to the Panthers side once more. Monica able to get that one over the shoulder. Megan spikes it back, but lands out of bounds. Panthers now at 7. And I need a cough drop. Service from Monica, returned by Hannah, finding its way. Leanne gets it up. Hone dumps it down. We got a need all game. My battery's running low. I'm starting to get scared. I don't know what to do. Monica there with that service, able to get that one up and over. Hannah getting a hand on that one. Katrina diving play, keeps that one alive. Hone returns that to the Cougar side. Hannah Aaliyah getting that one off to Turnbull. Not able to get that one past the Panthers' wall of defense. The Panthers gain the lead, 9-8. Service by Monica, able to get that one shallow on that left side, and that will be a service ace. Panthers now at 10. Monica there, sending that one up and over. Hannah getting a hand on that one, finds Aaliyah. Slapping this one over Turnbull. Cassandra there to receive that one. Elisa getting that one into the middle. Hone comes over with a smacker, but Ashley sends it back over. So much spiral on that ball. Monica not able to handle it. And the Cougars now at 9. I need to take it easy on the boys. Dang. Here's Leanne, number 21 on the Cougars side, here with the service. Able to send this one up and over. Monica from the back line hits the ceiling. And down to the ground, it falls off of Juliana. Panthers just not used to the slanted ceiling up there. And it will be tied up 10 apiece. Leanne there sending that one up and over. Cassandra goes forward to Lisa. Court wide. Hone sends that one over. The cut attack goes off Ashley and into the crowd it goes. Panthers now at 11. If it keeps going like this, I don't think I'll have enough battery to record it all. Or a voice to keep talking. Katrina Eisler takes a seat on the bench and Clara comes on to play the court. service by Juliana Toth, just a tad out of bounds. And we have a tie ball game. Here's Megan Turnbull sending that one up and over, and out of bounds it falls. Cougars remain at 11, Panthers now at 12. Ashley going to take a seat on the bench. Lexi Morgan coming out to play the court. Sporting number 14. Cohn sending that one up and over. Leanne getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah going over to Lexi. Lexi smacks that one up and over. Juliana receives that one. Elisa throwing that one into the netting. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but the Cougars tied it up 12 apiece. Service by Aaliyah. Number 4 on the Cougar side. Throws this one up and over. Getting into that one, Monica. Elisa to Cassandra. Throws that one across. Megan Hannah then to Abby. Sends that one up, but not quite enough solid footing to make a play happen there. And the Panthers pick up point number 13. Service by Elisa. Hannah getting the first touch, or Leanne getting the first touch, Megan with the secondary. Now I'm just kind of looking around for an outlet. Service by Elisa, we get that one up and over. Leanne getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah finding Lexi, and that'll be the end of the series. The sequence, my bad. Claire sending that one up and over. Aaliyah getting that one back to the Panthers side. Elisa finding Monica. Sends that one up and over. Megan sending that to the Panthers side. Cassandra goes over. Elisa able to get that one up and over. Lexi finding its way over to Hannah. Back over to Lexi. Bumping that one over the shoulder. Sends it over to the Panthers side. Juliana getting a hand on that one. Elisa tips that one over with the right hand. Abby, they're ready for that one. Goes off Leanne. And then Aaliyah. And down to the ground. The Falls Panthers have a 3-point lead now. 15-12. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. We got a 3-point differential. Bring it right back whenever both teams are ready to rumble once again. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Here's Elisa with the service. Able to get that one up and over, getting in on that one. Leanne finds his way forward. Aaliyah not able to get the first one over, and hits the second time. And she'll be caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Panthers now at 16. Wow, is it loud in here. Elisa able to send this one up and over. Getting into that one. Hannah, Cassandra throwing that one over. Leanne goes over. Aaliyah finding Lexi. Sends that one short. Clear over to Hone. Sends that one over. Diving play by Leanne. Finds Lexi. Over to the Panthers side. Diving play by Hone. Keeps that one going. Turnbull goes forward. Aaliyah able to get that one up and over. Monica. Elisa. Over to Clara. Clara able to send that to the back line. Goes off Aaliyah. Goes off Abby. And out of bounds it falls. Panthers now at 17. And the Cougars at 12. Service goes up, but not quite able to keep it in bounds. Cougars now at 13. I'm going to try to be a little quieter. I got to conserve my voice a bit. This is only game 2. Service by Lexi. Goes down uncontested. Cassandra gets there, but a tad too late. Cougars now at 14. Service does hit the lower left side of the netting from Lexi service. Katrina Eisler will substitute on. Clara will get voted off the island. Katrina here to serve this one up for the girls in blue. Right after she ties her shoe. Service, line drive into left field. Lexi getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah able to get that one up into the air. Swinging at that one. Hannah makes contact, but not able to get that one up into the air. I smell sauerkraut. Do you smell sauerkraut? No, you don't. Maybe you do. Who knows? Panthers now at 19. Cougars at 14. Katrina, they're sending that one up and over. Leanne getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah back over to Leanne. Sends that one up. Cassandra shuts it down. Inbounds is the call. Holy smoke. She's happier than a gopher in soft dirt right now. Katrina Eisler will send that one up and over. Goes off Hannah with the secondary. Megan finalization, and we get that one over. Katrina finds Elisa. Back into the middle. Cassandra able to finish that one off, and down it goes. Panthers at 21, and the Cougars at 14. Substitution is called for the girls in green. Looks like Megan Turnbull will take a seat on the bench. Her right knee's looking a little, looks like it's bothering her a little bit. You can see it in her eyes if you watch her playing in that back row. And on comes Faith, number 3 in green. Katrina service, just a little out of bounds. And that will be the Cougars' point, 15-21. Panthers in the lead by 6. And there that service goes off to Cassandra, and down it goes. Here's Hannah with the service once again. Able to get that one up and over. Cassandra throws it up, goes against the net. Elisa keeps it alive. And down it goes without a third say in the conversation. Cougars now at 17. Panthers at 21. Hannah here with the serve, sends that one up and over, goes out. Cassandra into the green zone. It goes. Lexi with the first. Aaliyah with the secondary. And Leanne with the finalization. Hits the net and down it goes. Panthers at 22. Right now the series is led 1-0 by the Cougars. First game was a 26-24 match. Closest I've ever seen so far this season. Here comes Cassandra. Sends this one up and over to having play by Hannah. Keeps on alive. Cassandra, Elisa. Over to Juliana. Slaps that one across with a stick of butter. Hannah finds its way forward. Faith. Gets to the Panther side. Hone keeps that one alive with that one arm swing like a windmill. Hone dumps that one down, shutting off the faucet that is the Cougars offense. And the Panthers now 2 points away from closing out this second game. Cassandra service, able to get that one up and over. Hannah getting a hand on that one, sends it to the Panther side. Elisa getting that one over towards the green side. Leanne goes over to Aaliyah. Whistle is blown. Double touch called from the Cougars side. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. Cougars 17, Panthers at match point when we come back. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Here's Cassandra Eisler with the service. Sends it up, over it goes. Hannah getting a hand on that one, finds his way over to Hone. Hone slides that one down, and boom goes the dynamite. Panthers take home game number 2, 25-17. And we'll move into game 3. Tied series, 1 apiece. We'll see at least a game 4, perhaps a game 5. Only time will tell. Well, we'll move into game 3. We'll bring you back when both teams are ready to rumble once again. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll in game number 3. We got a tied series, 1 apiece. And here's Leah with the service. Sending this one up and over. Cassandra from the back line able to return that to the Cougar side. Leanne able to get that one into the middle. Hannah finding Abby. Bumps that one over the shoulder. Juliana from the back row finds its way up to Elisa. Elisa able to get that one up into the air. Spike comes down by hand. Oh my goodness. Returned by Leanne through the wires of the ceiling. Hannah dumping that one over Claire. Able to get that one over. Elisa back over to Claire. Claire able to get that one to the green side. Turnbull finds his way over to Aaliyah. Hannah able to slam that one over with her right hand. Hone able to find Elisa. Dumps that one off. Leanne to Abby, to Aaliyah, to the back line of the Panthers side. Cassandra picks that one up, finds Elisa. Spike comes over by Clara. To the Panthers side, Hone finds the gap in the defense and scores. Panthers claim the first point of the match. Service by Hone finds its way into the hands of Leanne, and down it goes. Here's Laura Hone with the service. Sending this one back over. Abby getting a hand on that one, hits that one to the netting. Ashley tries, but not able to come up with it. Panthers now at a 3-0 lead. We're able to send this one up and over from the back line. Abby receives it. Leanne over to Turnbull. Monica returns that one back over Ashley to Cassandra. Elisa back over to Cassandra for the Panthers. Not able to send that one past the wall. And the Cougars find themselves on the board. 3-1. Here's Ashley with the service. Sends that one up and over. Monica from the back line. Elisa to Cassandra. Hits that one up. Not able to send that one over. And we got a 1-point match. Sending that one up and over. Juliana getting a hand on that one. Hone sending that one back over. Turnbull ready for that one. Hannah dumps that one off. Elisa to Cassandra. Back over to Elisa. Elisa spikes that one past the block. Ashley to Cassandra. Spikes that one down for an instant attack. Aaliyah finding its way over to Hannah at the end of the day. Clears the netting. Elisa tries to dump it off, but not able to get it past the border patrol. We got a tie ball game, 3 apiece. Ashley with that service from the back line. Monica hits the light. Player keeps it alive. Cassandra not able to tip it past the netting. And the Cougars now take the lead. 4-3. I should probably find water at some point today. Oh, line drive of a service right there from Ashley. Elisa to Monica, able to send that one up and over. Turnbull goes forward. Punched across by Aaliyah. Monica ready for that one. Elisa sending that to Hone. Hone able to finish off that play. Kept alive by Turnbull, finding its way to Aaliyah. Claire back over top to the Cougar zone. Aaliyah there hitting that one across. Leanne getting the first hand on that one. Aaliyah back over to Leanne. Leanne looking for pass. Cassandra getting a tip on that one. Goes off Monica. And down to the ground. It falls uncontested. A little bit of lack of communication from the Panthers side of who's going to go after it. Causes the ball to fall. Well, actually, it's gravity, but you know what I mean. Ashley able to send that one up and over with that service. Hone with that secondary. Cassandra there with the final touch. I think it was outside of the candy cane, but I'll keep my opinions to myself. Ashley Leanne with the spike. Here comes Hone from the back line. Finds its way up and over. Ashley getting that to Abby. And Leanne with the finalization. Monica to Elisa. Cassandra with a swing. And not enough power in that one to get that one up and over. 6-3 now the score. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. We'll bring you right back when both teams are ready to rumble. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Ashley there with that service, able to send that one up and over. Lands out of bounds. Panthers now at 5. Looks like Elisa's going to be the one to serve this one up for the girls in blue. Met up by Leanne. Aaliyah back over to Leanne. Able to send that one up and over. Goes off Hone and out of bounds. It falls. I'm going to sit down. I'm getting tired. I'm a little bit of off balance. I've had 2 hours of sleep in the past 24. This is not healthy, but nonetheless, Hone here receiving that one. Elisa tips that one up and over. Aaliyah finding its way against the netting. Abby getting a hand on that one, but not able to get that one to her teammates. Panthers now at 5. Cougars remain at 7. And here's Clara, number 13 for the Panthers to serve it up. I take that one back. Looks like Gabriel Eisler will be the one to serve this one up. Clara will get voted off the island. Trina service goes up over, goes off Abby and into the scorekeeper's table. Panthers now at 6. Here's Katrina with it, able to get this one up and over. Kept alive by Ashley, goes up. Leanne over to Megan, able to finish that one off. Goes off Elisa, and out of bounds it falls. Here's Abby with the service. Able to send this one up and over. Hone diving play. Elise dumps that one off. Leanne ready for that one. Aaliyah able to finish that to the Panthers side. Hone goes forward. Elisa back touch over to Monica. Monica sends that one across. Hannah over to the Panthers Panther side. Cassandra over to the Cougars. Leanne over to Aaliyah. Sends that one to the Panther side. Katrina there receiving that one. Elisa with the secondary. Cassandra with the final touch. And Aaliyah will receive that one. Megan back over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah comes over with the left-handed smackaroo across the netting. Home receives it. Elisa over to Juliana. Dumps it short. Goes over. Leanne keeping that one alive. Goes off Abby and out of bounds. It falls. Panthers at 7. Cougars at 8. Cassandra here with the service. Gets that one up and across. Hannah getting that one over to Aaliyah. And Leanne tries to dump that one across, but not able to get it past the netting. And we have a tie ball game at 8 apiece. Cassandra service hits the top portion of the net and falls down. Cougars gain the lead right back. Leanne service, able to get that one up and over. Cassandra goes forward. Elisa dumps it off. Megan getting a hand on that one. Technically, that should be allowed. The first one was a block, and the second one was the hit. But the referee will call it a double touch. Monica there, sending that one up and across. Into the backfield, Hannah finds his way. Aaliyah dumps that one off. Diving play by Katrina keeps it alive. Juliana with a second. Finalization by Monica keeps that one going. Leanne goes forward, Aaliyah over to Ashley. Into the backfield it goes. Katrina getting that one forward. Owen dumping that one off. Turnbull goes forward. Aaliyah going back over to Turnbull, and that one will finish off the play. Hone dumps that one off, goes off. Megan. Juliana with the first. Elise with the second. Hone able to throw that into the backfield. Goes off Leanne. And out of bounds it falls. Panthers at 10. And the Cougars at 9. Miraculous diving efforts by Katrina, keeping her team in the game. Megan able to receive that one with flair. Leanne goes over to Ashley. Ashley not able to read that play in time to react. And we got a 9-11 game. Panthers in the lead. Monica there with the service. Let go and out of bounds it falls. Not sure if I got that in frame or not. We're gonna hope for yes, and if no, I'm sorry. Service by Turnbull, able to get that one up and over. Cassandra able to receive that one, sending it back over. Megan goes Aaliyah. Finding its way to Hannah. Into the backfield. Lands. Inbounds. Maybe my second camera got a glimpse of that one. I'm not entirely sure, but we got a tie game at 11. Megan, they're sending that one up and over. Hone goes over. Elisa back over to Hone. Hone comes down, drops the boom. Put a little bit too much sauce on that one. A man without sauce is lost, but a man can get lost in the sauce, if you know what I mean. Megan, they're serving that one up and over. Cassandra getting a hand on that one, finds Elisa. Diving play, gets it across the netting, but does land out of bounds. With that quote, it applies to volleyball. A man without power with a spike is lost. With too much power, and you do what Laura just did. As the Panthers throw it over, it goes off Leanne and down to the ground. Panthers at 12. Cougars at 13. Player substitutes on. Katrina takes a seat on the bench. Juliana there serving that one up. Finds Megan in the back row. Aaliyah going over to Hannah. Slaps on a pass. The block of Hone. Diving play by Monica. Elisa. Hone hits it, but Leanne receives it. Aaliyah going back to Hannah. Finding its way to the back line. Juliana finds Elisa. Hone with the set. Diving play by Abby. Goes over and lands out of bounds, sadly enough. Tied up 13-13. Juliana Todd there sending that one up and over. Leanne finding Aaliyah. Hannah able to get that one to the back line. A little bit too much power on that one. And the Panthers now lead 14-13. Here's Juliana Toth with the service. Leanne able to receive that one. Aaliyah giving that one over to Hannah. Tips that one past the block. Diving play. Monica. Hone able to get that one up and over. Abby able side. Hone with the first to Lisa. Dumps that one off, goes off Leanne and down to the ground. It falls. Panthers able to pick up the 2-point lead. 15-13 now the score. Juliana able to serve that one up and over Leanne, able to find Aaliyah, able to dump that one off, past the block of Hone. Elisa over to Hone, throws it into left field. Megan ready for that one. Aaliyah able to send that back to the other side. Juliana to Elisa. Claire able to send that one up and over. Megan able to receive that one, finding Leanne, able to throw that one to the front line. Ashley able to throw, or Hannah able to throw that one past the block of Hone. Hone drops the boom. Aaliyah, diving play. Hannah gets the hand on that one. And the third touch goes out of bounds. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. 16 Panthers, 13 Cougars. We'll bring it right back whenever both teams are ready to rumble once again. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to rock and roll once again. Panther service. And it looks like Juliana Toth will be the one to do so. My voice sounds drastically different after timeouts. I don't know why. Might be rest. Leanne able to get a hand on that one. Leah able to Hannah able to get that to the Panther side. Monica finds his way to Lisa. Straight up it goes. And Hone finishes that one off. Megan able to receive that one. Aaliyah back over to Megan. Into the back line. Juliana receives that one. Lisa over to Clara. Clara sets that one over. Aaliyah getting a hand on that one. Ashley with that secondary. Back set by Hannah to finish off that play. Clara over to Elisa. Straight up the set goes. Hone with the cut attack goes off. Aaliyah and out of bounds it falls. Panthers at 17. Here's Juliana sending this one up and over. Megan with that one. Finds his way to Leanne. Abby with the spike. Sends it over and scores. Holy smoke. 45 in green. Able to claim a point for the Cougars. 14-17 now the score. Panthers lead, but only by 3. Here's Leah with that service. Elisa sending that one over. Abby back to the Panther side. Leanne saves the spike from Hone. Hannah there tipping that one past to Hone. Back to the green side. Goes off Leanne. And out of bounds it falls. Saying a play where Aaliyah and Leanne hit the ball at any point is difficult for me to say. I don't know why. Hone there with the service. Leanne getting a hand on that one. Hannah able to get the other one. And the finalization by Megan. A little bit too crowded for comfort out there. 19 Panthers, 14 Cougars. Here's Hone with the service. Sends this one up and over. Goes off Abby. Hannah there with that one. Leanne able to finish that one off. Cassandra goes over to Elisa. Finds its way to Clara. Clara with that one gives it over to Leanne. Aaliyah goes over to Abby. Into the back line. Monica finds Cassandra. Over it goes. Ashley back to the Panther side. Clara goes over. Hone not quite able to get that one as she falls awkwardly. Panthers remain at 19. Cougars gain their 15th point of the match. Service able to make that one up and over. Hone forward. Elisa able to backset that one over the net. Ashley throws it to the Panther side. Claire dives, keeps that one alive. Cassandra not able to get there in time. And the Cougars now at 16. There's Ashley with the service, able to send this one up and over. Hone able to get a hand on that one. Finds Ashley. Throwing it over to Cassandra, able to send that across the netting. Megan able to get it over to Aaliyah. Finds Leanne. Cassandra getting a hand on that one. Not able to get that one up into the air. And the Cougars bring it back within 2. And just like a snowman in June, the lead has melted away. Service able to make that one up and over. Hone able to find its way to Elisa. Back sets that one over to Clara. Not able to pass go. Not able to collect $200. And timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. We got a 1-point differential. 19 Panthers, 18 Cougars. We'll bring you right back when both teams are ready to rumble once again. My brain right now is lagging like if you're on a dial-up connection playing an online game. Wow. All right, both teams ready to rock and roll. Here's Ashley with that service, able to find his way into the back line. Out of bounds, there's a call. Panthers break the 20-point marker. Man, my throat feels like if you took a bunch of beets, put it into a blender, let it sit for 2 weeks with the blender on, and then took it out and decided to beat it with a mallet. That's how my vocal cords feel right now. But Megan gets that one forward to Leah. Over to Leanne, slaps that one into the back line. Juliana forward to Leah, able to find his way to Clara. Hits that one to the Cougar side. Leah over to Hannah, finds Leanne. Leanne with a curvature of amazement. Able to keep that one in bounds. And that thing was a work of art. 19-20. Service by Hannah, able to send that one up and over. Juliana finds his way to Elisa. Monica able to finish that one off. Hannah able to get that one up. Not skimming the lights, surprisingly. And Aaliyah just not quite aware where she was on the court. Or maybe she slipped up a bit on the delivery of that hit. But it does land out of bounds as it hits the candy cane. Katrina comes on to play the back row. Clara gets voted off the island once again. And we will play on. Panthers 4 points away from closing out the series or the match. But the Cougars now only 5 away from closing it out themselves. And my voice just cracked for the first time in years. Abby there with that service finds Hone. Elisa going over to Cassandra, able to send that back over top the netting. Megan back over to Aaliyah, slaps that one into the backfield. Katrina keeps it alive. Almost makes a bucket, but it lands out of bounds. And like a hog in a rodeo, it's tied up 21-21. Here's Abby with the service, sends that one up and over. Cassandra back to the Cougar side. Megan over to Aaliyah, finds Leanne, up and over goes, and scores! Holy cheese and crackers! Cougars bringing it back, just like in game 1. Abby over there with that service. Hone finds his way forward. Elisa up into the air. Juliana finishing that one off. Megan over to Aaliyah. Back over to Megan. Slaps that one into the back line. Katrina with that first touch. Elisa with a second. Back line tag from Hone. And boom shakalaka. Brings it back 22-22. My voice is almost as existent as Santa Claus himself. He's real, I'm telling you. Cassandra there with that serve, sends that one up and over. Hannah getting a hit on that one. Hone dropping that one, but Megan reading that one like a book from last year. Megan there finishing that one off. Katrina getting that one over to Elisa. Hone to the back line, Abby. Getting a hit on that one. Hannah keeps it alive. Ashley throws it up. Almost makes a reverse bucket. And the Panthers now at 23. Wow, I sound like a 12-year-old smoking cigarettes since he was 4 years old. Time out by the Mount Carmel Cougars. This will give me some time to rest. 23-22, and we come back. Panthers lead by 1. Alrighty. Both teams ready to rock and roll here. 23-22, Panthers in the lead, but only by 1. Cassandra here with the service, able to send that one into center field. Hannah there. Leah able to finish that off to the Panthers side. Leanne goes over to Leah. Cassandra there to receive that one. Elisa over to Monica. Monica slaps that one up. Leah getting a hand on that one. And down it goes. Panthers match point. Cassandra Eisler here, number 12 in blue to serve this one up. Up and over it goes. Abby there on her knees getting that one up and over. And out of bounds is the call. Panthers take home game number 3 and will now lead the series 2-1. We'll move into game 4 as the final score of game 3 was 25-22. So go grab some chocolate milk. I'll get myself a few cough drops and we'll rock and roll here shortly. Alrighty, going into game number 4 here. Panthers able to take the previous 2 matches as game number 1 and win in favor of the Mount Carmel Cougars. Panthers win this match, that'll be the end of the series, but if not, we'll move into a game 5. Leanne there receiving that one, getting that one up into the air. Goes against the netting, and that's a bit awkward for Aaliyah, and the Panthers will gain the first point as the ball hits the ground. Here's Laura, able to send that one up and over. Leanne able to get that one up to Aaliyah. Claire able to receive that one, getting that one back over to the Cougar side. Hannah with that first, and Aaliyah with that finishing touch. Juliana able to get that one over to Elisa. Over to Claire, sends that one into the back line. Diving play by Megan, able to keep that one going. Aaliyah goes over to Hannah. Hannah over to get that one past the block to Cassandra. Juliana goes up, Elisa dumps that one off. Hannah able to get the first touch on that one. Aaliyah able to get that onto her hand, but not able to clear that one across the netting. Panthers now at 2. Here's Laura, line drive in the center field, finds Leanne. Aaliyah going over to Hannah, finds its way up and over. On over to Monica, and that will trickle out of bounds. Panthers remain at 2, Cougars now at 1. Here's the service from Aaliyah. Juliana gets that one up, Claire throws that one back into the middle, but no one there for that third touch. And we got a tie ball game at 2. Aaliyah with the service, able to send that one up and over. Claire throws it up. Release it into the back row. Oh, and there to finish that one off into the green zone. It goes. Leanne with that first. Megan with the secondary. Finalization by Aaliyah. Cassandra finds Elisa. Up to Cassandra, slides that one up into the back corner. It goes off Leanne. Running after that one. Turnbull not able to get underneath it in time. And the Panthers pick up their third point of the match. Here's Elisa able to send that one up and over into the back line. Getting a hand on that one. Leanne, Lexi, and then over to Ashley. Elisa off into the air. Monica able to get that one across the line. Diving play by Ashley. Hannah goes over to Aaliyah. Finds its way over to the Panthers side. Juliana. Elisa over to Clara. Clara sending out to the Cougar side. Aaliyah throws that one into the netting. Trying to catch the Panthers off guard, but not able to clear the netting on the attack. Drops down Panther point. 2-4 now the score. Elisa's service, able to make that one up and over. Lexi finds the way to Aaliyah, back over to Lexi. Lexi looking to tip that one into the opening. Claire diving play keeps on alive. Lexi getting that one over to Hannah, back over to Lexi. And she'll bump that one across. Out of bounds, it lands though. And the Panthers now at 5. Service by Elisa, met up by Lexi. Finding its way to Hannah with that spike. Going forward, Elisa able to take that one past the block. Megan able to get that to the Panther side. Cassandra dumps that one back down and scores. Elisa up to serve once again. Panthers at 6, Cougars at 2. Service makes it to center field. Leanne getting out straight up into the air, getting a hand on that one. Megan hits the ceiling and down unexpectedly it falls. Panthers now at 7. Service by Elisa finds his way into the middle back. Aaliyah getting that one over to Lexi. Lexi looking to feint that one with her left hand. She would have had it too if she was able to clear that netting. Panthers now at 8 as the ball did not pass go. Service by Elisa, able to get that one up and over. Goes off Lexi. Aaliyah back to Hannah. Gets that one past the block. Cassandra hits the netting, finds his way to Elisa. Finalization by Hone. Out of bounds is a call from Luke. If I knew I had an extra battery for my GoPro, I might have had Luke swear it just to see what would happen. But I forgot I had an extra battery, so that's unfortunate. Ashley throws that one up and over. Out of bounds is the call, and Panthers pick up another point. You might ask yourself, why don't you just give it to him now that you know you have an extra battery? Because the other camera I was using for the scoreboard died, and so now the GoPro is just going to take its spot. Katrina there with that service. Megan finds his way forward. Aaliyah going over to Lexi. Lexi able to take that one past the block. Cassandra getting a hand on that one. Elisa over towards the far side. And Monica finishing that one off. And it gives that one over to Lexi. Finds his way over towards that back left side. Katrina's there ready for that one. Elisa getting that one back over to Monica. Monica slides that one up and over. Hannah getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah over to Lexi. Hone able to get that one forward. Juliana there with that spike. Goes off the block of Leanne. Megan able to throw that one over. Gets that one into the gap between Monica and Katrina. And that one will go down without a fight. Panthers remain at 9. Cougars at 4. Hannah there with that service, able to make that one up and over. Monica throws that one up, but Megan throws that one back down. Elisa with the helping hand of Cassandra throws it back to the Cougar side. Tic-tac-toe, and then it drops down without passing go. I had to find some other vocabulary word for that, because that's getting stale for me, and that's saying something. Panthers now at 10, Cougars at 4. Cassandra there with that service, able to send that one up and over. Leanne throws it up, Hone drops it down, Leanne throws it back up. Hone getting that one to a teammate. Elisa to send it over. Pass over to Lexi, not quite able to get into a playable position, but timeout by the Cougars. 11 for the Panthers, 4 for the Cougars. We'll bring you right back when both teams are ready to rock and roll once again. Alrighty, looks like both teams are ready to rock and roll once again. Cassandra Eisler here to serve this one up for the Panthers. There's the service, able to make that one up and over. Hannah able to get that one over to Aaliyah. And then finalization by Lexi. Katrina finds way. Elisa over to Juliana, slaps that one across with a stick of butter. Goes up the hand of Turnbull and down it goes. Panthers now at 12. 8 points is the difference. Here's Cassandra with the service that will send that one up and over, getting hit on that one. Turnbull goes over to Aaliyah, finding its way back over to Megan. And that one goes across to the Panther side. Cassandra diving play. Megan back over to the Panther side. Katrina forward. Elisa dumps that one off. Goes off Leanne. Alexi able to finish off the play. Hone goes over. Elisa back over to Hone. Hone drops that boom, but not able to take that one down without a fight. But in the end, the Panthers do gain a point from the return from Aaliyah. Is out of bounds. Cassandra to serve up the 13, serving 14, or 13-4 game. Line drive hits the net and falls down. Cougars now at 5. 8 points is the difference once again. I believe I did the math right there. I'm not going to double check it. You can criticize me if I'm wrong. Lexi there with service received by Juliana. Elisa over to Hone, drops it, and boom, shakalaka. Panthers now at 14. Cougars at 5. Monica able to send that one up and over. Hannah getting a hand on that one. Throws that one up. No contact was made with that second touch. And Panthers now at 15. If I go silent, I'm trying to talk. My voice just doesn't want to work today. Lexi able to get that one into the middle. Leah going back over to Lexi. Bumps that one up and across. Hone finding Elisa. Up into the air. Hone tips that one past the block. Finds an opening in the defense. And that one will drop down to the ground. Panthers now at 16. And that's the striker vision that'll get you points. Find the opening and pick the pocket. Ashley throws it up. Hannah into the front line. Aaliyah backsiding out into the Panthers side. Cassandra finding Elisa. Dumps that one off. Leanne goes over Aaliyah. Back over to Leanne. Throws that over to the Panthers side. Katrina jumps, able to keep that one in play. Hone dumped that one off. Leanne with the first. Lexi with the secondary. Leanne able to finish off that play. Hone able to find its way up to Elisa. Dumps that one off to the right side. Leanne throws it across and scores! Holy cheese and crackers! I can't believe what I'm seeing. Cougars now at 6. And the crowd goes mild. Not wild, but mild. I think I'm the only one that reacted to that. Well, the service goes underneath the net. Claire is going to come out to play the attacking line. Katrina goes off to take a seat on the bench. Panthers now at 17, Cougars at 6. Juliana here with that service. Able to send that one up and over. Megan able to get a hand on that one. Tone drops that one down. Lexi keeps it alive. Hannah with the secondary. Finalization by Megan finishes the play. Monica goes forward. Dropping this one down at home. Diving play by Aaliyah. Gets that one forward. Megan throws that one back over. Lexi. Megan finishing that one off. Monica to Elisa. Throws it over Clara. Throws that one past the block. And hesitant because I thought the other team might have gotten underneath that one. Panthers now 18. Cougars at 6. Panthers win this as the end of the series, but if the Cougars make this a comeback, which it quite possibly could be, we go into a game 5. Alex is going to take a seat on the bench. Abby comes out to play the middle back position. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I call it center field. And that's where the service goes by Juliana. Megan able to get that one over. Ashley's spike is blocked. Diving play. What an effort by 43. Holy cow. Ashley, they're bumping that one up. Slips up a little bit and goes down. What a return. Holy cow. It's not always the most effective play that's the coolest looking. Or the most astounding. Sometimes it's the little things that count. Leanne receives that one. Megan, over to Ashley. Blocked away by Elisa. And Ashley gets caught in the net a little bit. Panthers break the 20-point marker. 5 points away from closing out the series. Juliana there sending that one up and over. Leanne going forward to Leah, getting that one up and over. Claire over to Lisa. Sending that one over is Hone. Leah keeping that one alive. Monica going over. Elisa sends that one into the back line. Monica there finishing that one off. Leah throwing that one up and over. Just a tad of olive oil. All right, that's a Gus Johnson reference. Just look up just a touch of olive oil. It's a funny video. Here's Juliana Todd with the service. 21-6. Panthers in the lead. Sends that one over. Out of bounds. Cougars have a little bit of a spark. Let's see if they can turn it into a fire. Service by Megan goes up over. Monica not able to grab a hold of that one. Very nice service from number 23 in green. Panthers at 21. Cougars at 8. Service goes up over. Hone getting a hand on that one. Elisa keeping that one alive. Goes off clear and down to the ground. It falls. Panthers remain 21. Cougars now at 9. All right, you're faking me out there, Megan. We'll roll with it. All right, Hone getting that one to Elisa. Hone drops that one down. And boom goes the dynamite. Holy cow, what a cut attack by number 5 in blue. Normally, whenever you drop the ball in the service and you want to redo this, you have to be re-signaled to serve it, but referee being lenient today, and also that $5 goes a long way. I'm just kidding. Hone there with that service, gets that one up and over, goes off Abby, and out of bounds. And the instant that she touched that, you can see it on her face that she knew it was going out of bounds. Hone there with the service, goes into the back line, goes off Leanne, out of bounds. Match point, Panthers. I'm excited to see what happens next. What's going to happen? I don't know. Here's Hone with the service, throws it into the center field. It goes off Leanne. Helping hand by Hannah. And Aaliyah able to finish that one off. Hone goes forward. Elisa up into the air. Cassandra comes out with the boomer. And out of bounds is the call. Cougars at 10. Panthers at match point. Aaliyah feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders right now, I'm sure. Throws it up and a little lopsided. And when you're that far behind with 15 points to be had, that's a lot of pressure on the server. So it's understandable what happened. But that's the end of the series. Panthers take home the series 25-10 in game number 4. It's a well-fought match. Always a joy to be here. Always a joy to record these games. But the varsity game, the Panthers do triumph over the Cougars. The Battle of the Cats, the classic in this league of volleyball. But that's going to be it. Valiant effort on both sides. A lot of seniors that we're never going to get to see again. It's been a pleasure watching you play. But I'm going to go find a nice pack for my voice box and maybe a cup of water. And that'll be the end of the evening for us here at the Cougar Den. But yeah, I got nothing else for you. I'm Gabriel Eisler. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.